Hey fellow hobbyists, welcome to my Salute 2018 video. Right, so we took our annual pilgrimage down to the Excel Centre in London for Salute 2018, and this is just my recap video on what I thought, what I picked up, and some of the pictures I took, some just general chit chat. Okay, so before we get to some of the bits and pieces I picked up and explain what it was for, I didn't pick up a lot as usual. Just a couple of thoughts. I thought the show was really good. We got there sort of just after the queue had pushed in. I don't always feel like it's necessary to get there, you know, the crack of dawn and stand in the queue for ages. I don't think you miss that much if you just go in afterwards. So went in, had a lot to look at. I actually really enjoyed the show this year. I mean, I've had the last couple of years, I wouldn't say I was disappointed with the show, but I mean, I enjoy it every year that I go, otherwise I wouldn't go again. But I mean, I think it depends on what outlook you go there with. If you're going there for you know, like a bargain hunting shopping trip, I don't think it's always worth it. I mean, the amount of money you pay to get in and to get there, you're looking at 30-40 quid just to get in the door, you know, with traveling and entry fee and stuff like that. So you need to do some serious bargain hunting to make up that deficit, and you can get a lot of the bargains that are there, you know, online from any other online retailer. And because of the internet and how we as a social wargaming group just spread everything around, news-wise, you don't really see all that many new things. But I like to go for inspiration. I mean, you see some fantastic tables, plenty of really good painted stuff, and every now and then you find a really cool gem, you know, interesting figure. Sometimes you find things that you didn't know you were looking for, and of course there's obviously bargains to be had. So I really enjoyed it. There were some of the highlights for me was I felt there was quite a variety of stuff to see. You know, it's not a lot of gamers might think that Salute is much of a historical type thing. I don't think it is. I mean, there's a lot of different stuff there. There was sci-fi, fantasy, historical, pulp, everything you can think of was there. Some great painted stuff. Some of the highlight for me was, I'd never even heard of this company before, or the game for that matter, and it's called Briscars. So, I got a little pamphlet. Yeah, I didn't pick up any figures or anything, but I might look into it at a later stage. Seems like anthropomorphic, that's a tough word to say, sort of war games is the big thing, because you had this, which was like sort of a pirate game where you obviously got loads of crazy like pandas and penguins and crustaceans and all sorts of stuff as pirates. And then obviously the Oathsworn had their badger game there, and Osprey had their one. So there's 3 different games just with this sort of theme. So that was pretty cool. I really liked the look of this. I thought the miniatures were fantastically painted. They looked interesting. There was a lot of variety and beautiful detail to them. It looked great. Also slightly bigger scale maybe. So I was really excited about that. What else? I quite liked, there was North Star? Or was it Great Escape Games? Great Escape Games. They did a sort of toy box Lego battle game. That was really cool. I mean, it's something different, and I really enjoyed that. I thought it looked cool. It almost made me want to go pick up a few sets, played with my kids, you know, just to have a little laugh. I mean, you use the tank. They were using the tank ball rules, I think, from not Gale Force 9. People who make Flames of War. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I think TT Combat had the most interesting table. They basically made a big gaming convention table with loads of interesting little tables. So you got like a, you know, Jurassic Park style table, Sales and Glory type table, sci-fi, that sort of thing. With loads of zombies running around. So it's almost like a convention that's like Salute that's been infected by zombies. That was great. That looked really cool. I loved the idea of that. It's really fun. Yeah. So, and there was totally lots to look at. I mean, I don't even think I saw everything. I mean, I was there for pretty much most of the day. Spoke to a lot of people, you know, took a lot of pictures. My son played a game of Blood and Plunder, which was pretty fun. I've got to admit, I'm actually quite interested in that now. Damn it. We did a speed painting competition as usual. He loves doing that, so we do that every year. And it's just fun. It was just a really good time. I had a really good show, and I'm really sort of pumped, you know, to get back into the hobby or carry on with the hobby. You know, that's why I go, because it enthuses me. See all this cool stuff, and then get some ideas for new projects, new ideas, and to go from there. Maybe even play some new games. So that's my thoughts. I had a good time. Hope you guys had a good time if you were there. Thanks for coming to say hello if you do it. And let's have a look at what I did, or what I got. Alright, so what did I pick up at Salute? Now, as usual, I don't pick up a lot because I always have a lot of projects going on, and I tend to focus on those and get those what I need. But there's always a couple of bits and pieces that I like to pick up, so just thought I'd show you first. These are our speed painting competition figures. I think these are from Wild West Exodus, possibly. It's a lady with a sword. You have 20 minutes to paint this up. We went late in the day for this, and the brushes were pretty messed up. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. Okay, the first thing I wanted to pick up was a couple of... I'm quite a big fan of Shadows of Brimstone. It's a board game by Flying Frog. It's like set in a Wild West game where you go through these portals and you go into different realms and stuff. I picked up a figure last year that I just sort of... Can you see that? So this is going to be my lawman. He's almost ready. So I've started painting him already. But I picked up a few others. These are the characters that you play. And they come with figures. The game comes with figures. But I've got the first edition, if you like. And the figures aren't the greatest. They're alright. You know, they do the job. But this is... So I've got a fat Bandito cowboy from Black Scorpion. These are all from Black Scorpion. I really like this. There's a Bandito that you can play, and this one's just cooler. As usual, I always pick up a figure for Carla. She wanted to be the gunslinger, so I got her a gunslinger figure. And one of the Kickstarter exclusive figures was an outlaw figure. Now I've actually, as a commission for someone, I've actually painted up the outlaw figure that the game actually comes with. But you can only get this if you back the Kickstarter. I didn't back the Kickstarter. So I just picked up one from Black Scorpion, and he's the outlaw. He looks cool. I like him. So I got a couple of figures from Black Scorpion for Shadows of Brimstone. The year before we went, Alex went over to the Bad Squiddo games. I absolutely loved this figure. It's like a dice bag dude firing a squid launcher. But unfortunately, they didn't have it at the time. They only had the other two because they do 3. But we immediately went over there. He saw it and immediately picked it up. So that's Alex's buy for this year. Squid launcher dude. We also got a couple of freebie miniatures from Offensive Miniatures. This is sort of a Napoleonic general, captain maybe. And this guy is a American Airborne Officer, or NCO. I might actually use him in my bolt action army. The free figure this year was technically 3 figures. Was from World War I. You got 3 dudes from 3 different armies. You got the British, the Germans, and the French, I think. So that's the free figure. I also picked up from Warlord Games. I picked up a Doctor Who figure. I wanted the David Tennant. David Tennant is my favourite Doctor Who. So I wanted to go with the TARDIS that I have. And if you watch my channel and any of my battle reports, you'd probably guess why. So I picked up this box set. It's just got the 3 Doctors in. The 1st, the 4th, and the 10th. I'm not really that fussed about those 2 guys because I never watched Doctor Who when they were around. But obviously David Tennant, I wanted him. Ironically, as it went, I was looking around the hall, and at Troll Trader they had the new Gale Force 9 game, I think it's called Time of the Daleks, is it? Oh man, I can't remember now. But it's a board game, and it had some of these figures in it, and it was discounted about 20 quid, so I was quite gutted. I would have picked that up instead, so I got the game and the figures. But as it is, obviously I just picked up that. a couple of other games that I thought was quite interesting. The Twilight game. And my friend Simon, he plays this a lot. He swears by this game, so I really like the look of that. But as you may well know, and talk about bad Squiddo games, obviously they got a game coming out called Gunny Pets, which is hamsters versus rabbits, something like that. That's bizarre. The other thing I picked up was Of Gods and Mortals from Offspring Games. This is one of their Blue Book wargame range. It's obviously a mythical game about gods and heroes and so on. One of the reasons I picked this up is because one of my favourite games at the moment is Mythic Battles Pantheon, which is a similar sort of theme. You play Greek gods fighting against each other. And this game allows you to do a war game, so I could use those figures from that game in this game, but it also allows you other ones. You can do Norse, Egyptian, Roman, whatever, Celtic, so you've got a lot of options here. And I'm kind of pre-planning as well, because in July this year they're going to be redoing the Mythic Battles Pantheon Kickstarter, but next year they're going to be doing the Norse Pantheon. So, you know, there'll be some games to play in the future. We've got the dice for this year, with the poppy seed on. And that is it. That's all the stuff I picked up. As you can see, not a lot. I never really pick up a lot. Maybe I'm just stingy, who knows. But I've got so many figures, man. You guys won't even believe how many figures I've got stashed away in the loft and wherever else. So I'm trying to be circumspect in what I buy. I mean, at the moment I'm playing Lion Rampant, and I've got Bolt Action and Kings of War on the go as well. Swampy picked up the new Kings of War book. So, you know, you can probably see some of that in the future. But yeah, so there we go. That's my meager haul. So, enough of me rambling about Salute. It was awesome. I had a good time. Let's have some pictures and I'll play some music. And you can see some of the tables and the figures that were there. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.